Oh my goodness, y'all. It is another lovely Sunday. We are back again for another powerful, sensuous, vivacious, and voluptuous tasting episode. It's your girls. We back again. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
And I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet.
And together we are
Wines and Chocolates.
And every week, every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central specifically, we love nothing more but to just come taste along with you guys. If you know you have a little wine, you got a little treat. Sometimes it's chocolate, for us. Sometimes it's barbecue. Okay. Wine goes with everything.
It does.
Wine, I mean, quite honestly, you can pair wine with so many amazing things, and so if you have any wine suggestions, any wine pairing suggestions, please, send them to us at the Wine and Chocolate Show at gmail.com. Please follow us on all of the things, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. Okay, come on, Twitch, 50 followers. Let's go. Okay, hey. I love it. Please like the episode. We have a few things. You can definitely click the link for the wine that we're going to be drinking today. You can support the show, guys. Not only can you support the show, but then you can drink with
us. That's the whole point of the show. Like we keep saying, eventually we want to drink with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Virtually. Come hang out with us.
Please.
Get a little sip, little Kiki, little fun.
Little Kiki, little goddess.
You know what
I'm saying?
Yes, it's all good. And we represent these wines from the Boisset collection, so you're gonna get some really great quality wine. Okay, so I think that's where we should start first.
Yeah, of course. First and foremost, would be a show without it. HERRYMOND. Want to drink with me?
Yeah. And so this particular selection this week, this very beautiful bottle, isn't it pretty? I like it. It's just very, classic Napa vibes, because this is from the North Coast.
This is rolling hills.
Okay. For real.
Just wine, just vines as long as the eye can see.
Yes. Just grapes
for
everywhere.
Miles.
Remember when we went to Napa and we tasted grapes straight off of the vine?
Straight off vine.
Come on now. Beautiful.
Costco
amazing.
Could never.
I'm telling you.
Walmart could never.
The grapes are actually a lot sweeter than I thought they would be. So these grapes are from Raymond Vineyards. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon. Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet. This is her.
Yes.
Zhuzh right here, girl.
One of my favorites.
Yes. It does the do. So on the back it says the limited edition wine is part of our curated collection, each of which has been selected by Jean-Charles Boisset. That is the owner of the company. To capture the style and elegance of Boisset Collection's family of wineries. These small batch wines are special cuvées of which less than 1,000 cases are made and available exclusively through your ambassadors.
Your wine advisors.
Yes, your wine advisors. We, get a little piece of the pie for, some wine sales. So
I figure, we should get paid for doing a good job for, exposing you to some good wines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's take a little more. We have our lovely aerator thingamajig, from Boisset.
So you guys can see the difference in the glasses, and you can also hear the difference in the pours. So I have a much more open bellow at the bottom, much more open bell. She has a much more narrow, deeper bell. So you heard much more noise when you heard mine pouring.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I see it. Let's see. I think a plummy looking. It's purple.
Yeah.
It's like a dark purple.
It's very purple. Not like last week. Last week was just like a dead on. Yeah, this is giving.
Yeah, look at that. Look how purple that is on the tip right there.
Did you ever figure out what that color was?
I did not.
Because I'm like,
yeah.
I think aubergine is maybe a color this is.
It's just very rich and pretty.
Honestly, to me, it looks like grape juice.
Yeah.
Because it's like the artificial purple, but it's not.
Yeah.
But it looks like an artificial purple.
Right, exactly. It's like you've been painting with just a bunch of reds and browns. And
Very
dark.
deep cocoa.
Yeah, I smell earth.
Very deep tobacco.
Getting earth.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pepper.
Mm-hmm. One of our good favorites. So let's pull this up.
It's like a rose.
Let's pull her on up.
It's like a deep rose bouquet or something.
Yeah.
Yes. A very heady flower.
So this particular wine is $33 for members, $32.60. Okay, $42 retail. Okay, but you get a nice little discount if you're a member. You get a lot of great things when you're a member. You get discounts on wine, free tastings, all of that. It's going to be a good time when you're a member. You get a wine goddess and a countess of Cabernet.
That's
okay,
it. We'll guide you through this.
It's true.
This is a sensuous one.
Yes, which I was surprised because it's very strong. Like I would think it'd be in a powerful category, but it's sensuous. It's 14.5% alcohol.
Last week was a powerful one. I feel the sensuality of it.
Mm-hmm. It's
because
very.
it's
I think it's
teasing.
fruity. Yeah, it's fruity. 14.5% alcohol. North Coast says it pairs well with braised short ribs. Come on now, ribs, y'all.
Or barbecue ribs.
Listen.
Or bacon, blue cheese burgers.
Hard cheeses, Brie and Gruyère. So yeah, I love it. I love it. Let's see. Where did we go? Here we are. Okay. Cheers again. Happy Sunday. Even though I didn't let it air out as much, it's still so smooth. It's so cold. I just love that.
The pepper.
Mm-hmm.
The pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I get a little leathery
It's
on this.
so good with this. Mm-hmm. And definitely, that mouthfeel is definitely popping. It's going off in here. It's like you said, it's a little leather. I feel like I can feel all of my taste buds, because there is a little bit of a tannin. So that dryness on my tongue, I feel that as well.
I got a little pear on that.
Did you? I got no pear.
Like the skin, like the flesh of pear.
Mm-hmm.
Like right here in the very front of my mouth.
Because pears are so fresh. It is a fresher tasting. It is.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's giving like fruit right off the vine.
What should we try first?
Well, first let's introduce our food.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So we got so we decided to go with the tasting notes, and we do food every once in a while with our chocolate as well too. Because don't worry, we also do have our chocolate as well too. But for our savory portion of this evening, JackStack Barbecue.
If you know anything about Kansas City, child, we do not play around when it comes to barbecue. You will. People actually fight you.
Yeah.
When it comes to barbecue over here.
Yes.
Okay. It is that serious.
We'll fight you about your other regions. You know what I'm saying? We'll go head up. You know what I'm saying?
And quite frankly, it comes down to the meat. Now, I will tell you this though. One thing about it, Gates barbecue sauce. All right. Now, it's one thing to have your meat, and the barbecue and the meat is just meaty, and there's no need for sauce.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's when you have prime barbecue. When you have the top of the line, there's no need for sauce. However,
if you must use some sauce.
Gates barbecue sauce. I'm talking about. I eat this shit with everything, child. French fries, barbecue. Put the pickle in there. Sometimes I just take my fingers, just right on in the cap. Just
because even with the thing about pickles, I'm not a pickle person. I think I've explained that on the show before. But when it comes to barbecue, you could pickle me down. Woo. I need that pickle. I need that.
Give me that pickle.
I need that vinegar, that crunch.
Yes,
that salt with all this. Sauce going on.
Salty.
Yes. So today we got one of their entrees called a 2-meat dinner plate.
$20.
$20.50. Bam. And you can choose 2 small sides if you don't want to choose one whole side for not an extra charge. There's no markup. Okay. So we got pork spare ribs and beef burnt ends for this evening, along with fries. And I also got some coleslaw and some pit beans.
I am a baked potato cheesy potato bake girl when I go to JackStack. That's my zhuzh right there, cheesy potato bake, or the barbecue shrimp. Fire. Okay. Get that little dip inside. Anyway.
Yes, case closed.
All right. Burn-ins.
Burn-ins.
So, as we delve into our selections here, our tasting selections, let's discuss a little bit about what's going on. So you said something about a rape game, nigga? Excuse me. Let me bleep that when we post this, because this is crazy.
Great.
There's a grape game.
Yes.
People getting on the street. What is it, Steam?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a game where you run around. Okay, now this ain't like GTA where you can.
And
you can be a little risque.
Even they talked about that.
You be a little risque on GTA. You know what I'm saying? You be robbing folk, sticking folks up. You know what I'm saying? Going to the strip club. It's a lot going on. Honestly, even in the Sims, like games are getting crazy, but this is not okay. Go ahead, Fran.
So today, there was a story that came out about a game being banned off of,
as it should,
off of the platform called Steam. Now, Steam is, you can be 12 and up and download games on there. And they may say, adults only, parental advisory, but anybody that knows anything about children, you might as well just wrap it up and put a bow on it and say, come on down to Chinatown, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, as the game began to pick up steam, no pun intended, and an alarm started to go off about the content of the game. So the content of the game, the premise, is basically you catch your mother cheating on your father, and you're going to make her pay for it. Take that as you will, as you probably are thinking. You're going to make her pay for it, and you find out that she's doing some other nefarious things, and you're going to expose her and blackmail her. So you get her bent to your will, right? Then, as you progress in the game, you find other women to dominate. And the premise of the game is to get more coins or more life or whatever. It's to go around raping women and gang raping women. So,
what the hell?
Yeah.
That's not a game. That's not a game. And that's the problem. Y'all be trying to make a game out of anything. Like,
I brought the sweetness out.
Girl.
I brought the sweetness
I'm talking about just like smooth like butter. There's no tannin at the end of that. Zero. I think with the spice of the barbecue and the spice of the wine, it just mellows it out.
It's like pot roast.
Ooh.
With that burnt ends, it's giving pot roast.
That is big.
Demi-glace pot roast, okay? Wow. But anywho, I wanted to bring it up because of two reasons. Number one, as women, alarming.
Terrible.
It just reminds me
very
of the story of
very
the French man who basically had a ring set up for men to come and rape his wife while she was in a coma or in a comatose state. He would drug her so she would go to sleep, and men would come and pay. Then, in the midst of that, they find that there's a group chat of over 70,000 men.
Wow.
Talking about how they do it, how you can do it, how you can do it to your mother and to your wife and to your family members and all sorts of stuff. Get young kids to trust you, all sorts of mess.
That's really a crying shame.
That's first and foremost.
That was a crying shame.
It got me about this whole debacle. The second, also very important thing is your children. As I mentioned, Stream is a very popular platform that a lot of minor children go on to play games. So if they can't get your child through the headset by talking to another person,
Right.
they can get your child independently
No.
by morphing or manipulating them through a game.
That's terrible.
So then when you bring up Grand Theft Auto, along with this story was a study about Grand Theft Auto. Conducted in Italy on boys specifically, but a few girls for control, right? So they gave one group of boys GTA. You have another group of boys, equally violent game, but no female violence. And then they gave the other group of boys just puzzles and strategy games.
Okay.
So after about 30 minutes of them playing all these games, they give them a survey. And they ask them some pretty innocuous questions in the beginning. Mm-hmm. But then they get to showing a picture of a girl that is bruised. Okay. And they said, on a rate, I think a 1 to 10, what is your empathy for her? And overwhelmingly, the boys that played GTA, their empathy for a battered woman was 3, while other people's empathy was a 5. Wow. Even the girls was a 5.3, and even the girls that played GTA, theirs was a 5.3. Wow. So it just, speaks to the level of violence that is being normalized to be perpetuated against women, and the damage that it's doing to your children, is particularly to your young sons, and the type of men that we are grooming or breeding for this future generation is looking kind of grim with stuff out there like that.
Well, it's hard to say. Only because we come from like a barbaric society, quite honestly. Like there's always some sort of barbaric shit going on. Like even back in the day. Not to say that they made a game out of it. I mean, but damn near, shit. Picnics. Okay. What kind of sick game is that? Like it's just people are sick and been sick. And I don't know what it is about total dominance over someone that is just so alluring to people, and why that's such a good selling point, for your games. I don't quite understand that. I mean, I'm a non-disturbed person, so I guess it's not for me to understand. But it just really gives you insight into the psyche of man and the dark secrets that lie in there, man. There's some real dark things going on. One of which that I saw on Netflix this weekend. There's this movie called I Care a Lot.
I heard about this.
And I saw someone mention it in the comments under a thing about Whitney Williams, and her whole situation in terms of her guardianship or whatever. Someone said, go watch that movie. Child, that movie is a mess. It is about this lady who is basically a guardianship for her person who cares for people, elderly specifically.
Oh, yes. I've never seen it, but I definitely heard of this.
And basically, she gets paid for taking over people's finances and their lives and their houses and their assets. And basically, if someone can't take care of themselves, specifically if someone doesn't have kids or something like that. This movie triggered the fuck out of me because of the fact that my brother and sister were taken from our family when we were younger. And I remember that there was a guardianship person who had no idea about our family, gave zero about my mom, and basically put the kids in a house with a convicted child abuse felon. They did not care. She ended up abusing them. There are repercussions to this day, to this very day, and it has been decades almost since they've been back. So it's just so sad, our justice system, and again the psyche of people, because that was really the whole storyline was just how you have this profession where you're supposed to be caring for people. You're supposed to actually give a fuck about them and what they got going on in their situation. And this lady would go to the lengths of bribing doctors to write notes that were false about people. So you're just sitting, minding your black ass business, and you get a knock on the door, and it says, "Oh, hey, you have to come with me, ma'am, because you're going to be selling your house to me. You're going to now live in this home. I'm going to pay all your bills, and you do not get to call anybody unless I say so." Now,
Wow.
the movie was very, very good in the sense of that one day she came across the right motherfucker. She came across the right motherfucker who's like, "Oh, this is what you're doing. Oh, you can go do this, but you're not going to do this too."
Thank God.
My people. So it really, oh man, I wish I could just tell you it, but I highly, highly, highly suggest you guys take some time to go check that.
Spoiler alert.
No, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I'm going to let you guys go check that out.
And we'll talk about it in the comments.
Yes, talk about it in the comments. If you've seen that movie, tell us what you think about it. It is crazy. It is good. A good movie. I'm talking about that bitch played that part.
I bet she did. It's crazy. Like when people are really good at playing certain roles, it's just like, what possessed you to want to go there?
Yeah. You gotta, deep. Psyche.
Now I'm looking at you sideways, bitch, because you might actually be low key, legit a bit crazy.
Yeah. We can all a little bit. So, what else we got here on the docket?
Well, let's talk about the wine for a second.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
We're eating.
Yeah,
things.
It's been, girl, because I'm almost done. Okay.
Me too.
I mean, quite honestly, thank you again to Boise for the wine notes, for the wine pairing suggestion. Like, that is really, quite honestly, one of the things that I feel like really makes Boise stand out as a company.
Absolutely.
Offering not only the wine education and all of the tech notes about the wine, but pairing suggestions, because, bitch, the barbecue suggestion for this Cabernet Sauvignon, I don't think we've ever had barbecue with this before. I think we've done chocolate in the past, which was phenomenal, but what do you think, man?
That's what I think.
Yeah. Especially if you are someone who really has not gotten into red wine yet. Oh, man. You would love this pair.
It's the smoke of the char of the meat,
definitely
marrying the deep berry and the smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, not smoke, and the pepper.
Yeah.
Of this all day long. And then the pepper that's in either one of our sauces. It's just bringing it home.
That's spice that's in the sauce. Even if it's like a little bit of that cayenne pepper or whatever it is, that heat part. Because I get heat in my sauce. Yeah, this is definitely summer vibes. We, for the first time today, it was like 80 degrees. For the first time all year.
But it didn't feel like it though. It was a
so
very
amazing.
Respectful 80 degrees.
Yes, it was. It wasn't.
That was a real respectful 80.
It was great. Felt amazing outside. This is definitely, like I said, this is summer vibes. We outside.
I can't lie, I was looking forward to this today.
Same.
Because I was like, I'm so hungry. But no.
Same.
I gotta save my hunger.
That's what I did.
For later on, girl.
Delayed gratification, man. It's a doozy, but when you finally get to that place, it's amazing.
Or like some of my people like to call it edging.
That one too. So Toni Braxton got married, bitch.
Excuse you?
She got married last year.
What?
To Birdman.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And apparently she filed for divorce, but then she took it away. So they still married. Oh my God.
You should have went with your first marriage.
I wonder how that's going. I guess it's going well. So she must be happy. Wow. Fermented to the braised. That is one couple that was not my bingo cards. I was just thrown off about that. I was like, what? If 1 + 1 = 2 and 2 + 2 = 4. What the hell is this?
But that's 78.
What? Girl. Anyway.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, honestly, I'm talking shit, but you know, that's beautiful. I mean, honestly, Tony definitely deserves it. A bourbon now. Keep my eye on you.
We watching you.
Don't be breaking her heart. Unbreak it. Okay? Keep that mug unbroken as long as possible. Of course. Okay, so Billboard list. I feel this is a good time to discuss the Billboard female rap artist of all time.
So you know you gotta put a list up because we gotta.
We must pull the list up. I hate lists.
I do too. Because they'll never get it right.
And it just, yeah. Okay. Is this it right here? There's something about, is it this one? Oh, here. All right. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, okay, we need 2025. OVO Sound 2025. Okay, let me stop. You know, that song, what is it? Give Me a Hug. It really upset me the other day because I listened to it and he said, what the fuck are they gonna do? Are women really gonna be up there twerking with a dictionary? And it was like, well, what a thought that women with intellect can also turn up and have a good time. What do you say about that? Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
And just every time he opens his mouth, he just
says
exposes why
stupid as hell. Just stupid as hell. Okay, why is this on 2024? I don't understand. Am I doing something wrong here? What is going on? Let's do this.
It's all time.
25. Here we go.
It's all time.
Oh, all time? Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute.
Yep, it was the one right under it.
Okay. Of all time. Here we go. Tira Weck. Now, I don't know who that is.
That's not it.
Well, that's number 2025. Number 24, Doechii. Disrespectful.
No, that's not it because Nicki's supposed to be number 1.
Well, no, this is number 24. It's going backwards.
Oh, I was just going to get to the top 10, girl.
Okay. All right. Well, see, that's why it's annoying because, like, okay, Eve, number 9. All right.
Who's number 10?
Foxy Brown. Foxy looks so good right there. Eve.
Roxanne Shante. Salt and Pepper.
Which they deserve top 10 for sure. For sure. Okay, this big ass thing.
MC Light
made number 6. Okay, she said, bitch. Okay.
Queen Latifah.
Of course. The queen. Lil' Kim. Hey, that's the queen. Cute. Yeah, she looked good right there.
Queen B. Lil' Kim.
Lauryn Hill,
number 3.
Okay. Number 2.
Missy Elliott.
Okay. And of course, Nicki, number 1.
Okay,
so I'm trying to think. Is there anyone else that? Okay, where was Doja Cat?
She's further down.
Oh, okay, she's further down. Okay, but I still feel she should have been top 10. That's a little messed up.
Well, let's just get into
Megan.
it. She's on there, but she's not top 10. This is the reason why we need to have a conversation. It's still way too early for these folks. If you want to say the year,
of all time is crazy.
Of all time, it's too early for that.
Yeah,
those people where they need to be. My thing was, I don't like saying the greatest of all time because, especially when you're talking about a publication such as Billboard, they're strictly going by numbers. But as hip hop is concerned, if you're really into the greatest, we got to go through a metric system. And there's a I don't watch them anymore, but at the time there was a really good hip hop channel I used to watch on YouTube, and they had a whole fucking criteria. It was for real, and a lot of feelings was hurt because whoever your favorite rapper is, when it came down to the criteria meeting, they did not stack up.
Oh.
So again, we're listening to publications such as this, which is not us, if you know what I mean. So they're just strictly going off of the numbers. So that's why a lot of people were upset that, as the people that you mentioned, were not higher than what they were. But it's too early. It's too early. The people that are in the top 10 have multiple albums, have at least spanned a 10-year gap. At least a 10-year gap. And have been a pioneer in some way.
Yeah.
You can't get to the top 10 without pioneering something.
Yeah.
And those girls, respectfully, that you mentioned, are in the shadow of a few of those people.
Yeah.
Not even just one. Lauryn Hill just bought Doechii out on the stage. It's too early. We appreciate the nod. We're too early.
Yeah.
And then, just to get the Barbs upset, I know Nicki is number one for obvious reasons.
Yes.
My whole issue is
keys to the Benz. My, yeah, keys to the 10. Yeah.
That's one of the issues. She was always great on features.
If it's trying to get cute, I'm gonna stop her. Yeah, she was great.
But when it came to her own shit,
yeah. I feel like Cardi's kind of going through that same thing right now.
Cardi, unfortunately, didn't even get out the gate good enough to even have that be a problem. That relationship derailed her whole shit. Relationship with them kids derailed her whole shit. Now, she has definitely a very good chance to get it back. Better than most girls. But just to wrap it up, most of Nicki's run, her height was uncontested. All those women on that list ran with other women at the same time. They asserted their dominance in a field of other women. Whereas, respectfully, 7 years of her run, there was nobody for her to really compete with. Yeah. And that was by design. And that helped and hurt her.
I mean, it's the same for Drake.
Exactly.
It's the same exact
Exactly.
situation.
Only difference is Drake still had competition.
Yeah.
Whereas Nicki did not.
Right.
And it wasn't because girls weren't good.
It's
because while she had the moment, they made sure she was the only one.
Yeah.
With the moment. It wasn't even no other girl could even attempt to come outside.
Right.
For all intents and purposes, she's the Beyonce of rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So while that's great, I don't have nothing to really compare her to. And then lastly, her artistry has taken a major dip. She did not grow and expand with and for her audience. And I take a major demerit to that. Now, there's nobody's going to care for that because she's a number one female rapper soul. She ain't got to compete with a single soul. And I understand that. But as I was trying to explain to a young man about Kanye, your influence does not negate your product. Your product sells because of your influence. But if the product you're selling is shitty,
bullshit,
we deserve to call you out on that.
Yes, sir.
Especially because we're used to a certain quality of product from you. So then once you start slipping on the product, I can no longer uphold you. Because at least the music was good. At least the features was banging. But when I listen to your own shit, like I said, the Queen album, Pink Print and the Queen album was probably her most cohesive albums. But still, they always felt like something was missing. Because she rested on her laurels. I just never, Chun-Li made me so mad. Because I actually was waiting for that song. Because I love Chun-Li.
Yeah.
As a, millennial gamer, growing up playing Street Fighter and stuff. You know, so I love me some Choli. Those are my
it.
favorite girls. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she's Nikki. And I know she loves that whole Harajuku Barbie aesthetic, you know, whatever. So I felt she was going to eat that. Now the video.
Visuals.
That video, girl, on mute.
Down.
On mute.
Down.
Oh, my God. I mean, yes. Because when the girl knows she gorgeous and she know it.
Yeah.
She always got that.
Yeah.
But that song. This is King Kong. This is King Kong. The ding dong. Bitch, are you cool? You really went in the booth and did that? Because you know your fan base is gonna kiss your ass. And they're gonna accept that. So I'm gonna wrap that up because I don't want, you know, do that too much. But that was my main gripe with her being number one. It's like, yeah, it's a gimme. She's number one. But if we really broke it down to, she would not be number one. She'd be in the top 3. She'd still be in the top 5, but she wouldn't be number one.
Who would be your number one?
Well, honestly, Lauren would be. If we're talking about rapping.
Okay.
When we're talking about female rappers, Lauren would be, because even though she only has one album herself, and that technically is not a rap album, all the shit she did with the Fugees, and even the rapping, the few moments of rapping she did on the album, because Lost One to this day, that shit came on my shuffle. And I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There has to be some growth with this. There's got to be some depth with this. You can rhyme words all day long. That don't make you the greatest rapper. Especially when the shit you be rhyming, you rhyme the same word on the end 4 times.
King Kong, King Kong, King Kong, King Kong.
Okay.
I just wanted to really quickly shout out our sponsors. Thank you so much, Don and Bell. Shout out to you guys. WhiskeyStormcore.com. You online gamers out there. Shout out to you. Warframe, GTA, not the great game.
No Mercy. Oh, and I do believe it got pulled off of the American streams finally. Yeah. But, you know, the UK was first. Shout out to the UK.
Shout out to y'all. And also, please check out AskQueens.com, the online boutique store. All right, you guys, listen, because Mother's Day is coming up. Okay. So get your girl, get your lady, a little something, a little wine,
a little barbecue,
a little hat, a little purse, a little, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little game. All right. So let's see. I think. Oh, happy birthday to this young man, Lil Yoshan. The YM.
Yes.
I loved to see that. Quite honestly, shout out to Ari and Mr. Herbert for
G Herbo,
you know, taking care of that young man to a point where he understands I'm not a YN. I am a YM, and I love to see that this generation, there's still a glimmer of hope.
A tad.
Now, was the birthday a little over the top? Which, granted, I'm a little jealous because I wish if I was his age and my parents was rich, I would have had all them tattoos too. He got these little print-on tattoos. He had a chain. He had a grill. That little boy was living his life. He got to get on a private jet.
Period.
You know, his mom and them probably flew out a couple of his friends. They did a little club thing for the kids with the kids bob. Like, child, that's just I envy that young man. But I'm glad even with all of the spoils that he has, he still has some sense happening up in here, and that is a blessing, child, because this generation, honey, I am concerned. I mean, seriously, like. It is very refreshing to see a young man like that be so, you know, responsible,
aware, yes,
mature in that response.
Yes.
So, happy birthday to him. Okay, the Sierra Chair Challenge. I just want to real quickly while we get on music before we touch on the last topic here with get on Kendrick Lamar. That, ma'am, Sierra. I'm going to say this with all respect and love. Okay? Give that man his baby.
Oh, no.
Let me stop. Because I totally get why you don't want to have no more children right now. But you like, bitch, let me enjoy my body. But ma'am, in the video, we're like, literally, it's like point of view of Russell, like, about to eat her pussy. And we're like, in her fucking pussy face. Like, what the heck? Like, girl, now you know what you doing and you popping that ass all on the camera. What you want the man to say? Okay.
Don't you popping that?
This is your grandma be saying that. Just pop his ass everywhere. But yeah, girl.
Okay.
Have you seen that
Are you
video?
done?
Yes, thank you. Have you seen that video or no?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
cherish it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been up and down Insta.
Yeah. All right, last thing, the Luther video.
I still haven't watched it.
It's so cute.
So again, him just dropping shit in the middle of nowhere. I was at work, so I never, because I still didn't get to see it because I was at fucking work.
Oh, were you when it came out? Yeah, it's really cute. You know how Kendrick and SZA are with their artistic visions and things, where there's all these, slides and clips of them. I'm sure in places of relevance. I don't know what the relevancy of these visuals are, but I feel that they are important because they typically do things like that. Very subtle, important Black things. The 70s look of the house was very Black for me. So I don't know what type of significance that holds, but it's a cute song. At the end of the day, the song Luther Vandross, if this world were mine. Come on.
Number 7, like
I mean, as soon as you hear those words, that's really the next thing that should be coming out of your mouth at this point. But no, I love that song. That's just such a cornerstone of music for the Black family in the household.
Luther.
Yeah.
Big Luther.
A chair is still a chair.
Even when there's no one
sitting there. But a house is not a home. Oh, no, wait a minute.
But a chair is not a home.
And a house is not a home. And there's no one there to something.
Okay.
Still in love. Said still.
Well, hey, you can't sing the whole thing, remember?
Love. Okay, but seriously, they need to stop.
Friend, we can't sing the whole thing. We can't sing the whole shit.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. That was a baritone. What is it? A bass. That was a bass singer, honey, for the ages. Child, rest in peace to all of the goats. Okay, the Luthers.
I feel like what we got Dionne Warwick and Stevie Wonder.
We still got them. Yes.
We got Smokey Robinson.
Yes. Babyface.
Diana Ross.
Yep.
No, Babyface ain't in their class.
Oh.
Babyface.
I felt like he was part of it.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like OGs, like Motown.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like Granny, Gramp.
Yeah.
Great Grand at this point.
Mm-hmm. So, well, friend, did you have? Well, I guess we still have our chocolate cake
Coming around the
with some ice cream.
So,
yummy. This is exciting. I love chocolate cake.
Again,
from JackStack, it's in that drawer right there next to the fridge. JackStack has some amazing desserts. Okay, I did not know that they had. I guess I did know this, but they have ice cream and cake, which that's delicious. First of all, with some wine, that's gonna be so good.
Have some chocolate.
But then they have carrot cake. This carrot cake, I don't know what the fuck they put in. The JackStack puts in this carrot cake. It is. I can't even explain. It's something inside of it. So I'm excited to try this. It's very beautiful. Let's show the
Yes.
the people.
It is a triple chocolate brownie. That's a big brownie.
It's heavy. It's heavy. You be careful with this. Be careful with this, y'all. It looks delicious.
Oh my goodness.
With a little
Chocolate wasted.
Cabernet. Oh.
And we got our, looks like vanilla bean ice cream on the side here.
Traditional vanilla bean.
Méthode traditionnelle.
Yummy. Delicious. Yes. Can never go wrong with chocolate cake and ice cream.
Sure, the fridge can't.
I mean,
Grab you a fork.
Thank you, ma'am. So smooth. It just cuts right down. It's giving brownie. It's giving.
This is a cake. Even though it's called a brownie. Look at this.
It's giving. What's the word? Delicious.
So warm on the inside.
Nummy for your tummy.
You have it with the wine, though. Oh, you got it warm. You got it with the wine. Nice and warm and chocolatey. Wine, man.
Wow, that's hot. Wow. Yeah. It has just enough crisp. It has that soft, moist center, but crisp outside. Crispy crust outside. Oh my God, with the wine. Oh
yeah.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
Would you like a slither of ice cream?
I would like a slither. You know, black folk, we lactose intolerant. We can't go crazy with that.
I can. My stomach don't hate me yet.
I try. It's not only my stomach, it be my skin. All type of shit. Just all type of shit.
Oh my. Okay.
Got a little ice cream with that. I don't know nothing like a warm dessert with ice cream. Apple pie.
That's probably
brownies.
Apple and blueberries probably my favorite.
Cobbler.
That's definitely my favorite to have with ice cream.
I mean, it's so smooth. It's good. Yeah, and with the wine. Wow. That was a great option, friend. Delicious. Well, do you have a favorite? I know. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Ooh. To be quite honestly, no. I love everybody and everything equally. I would eat this again.
Yeah.
I would
Tomorrow.
Drink this again. Yeah, absolutely.
We can do it every day this week.
Top me.
Okay. And the wine.
Because we're not big drinkers. So this is like the majority of the drinking that we do throughout the week.
Yeah.
That last show, we was just off our rocker. That was a rarity.
Yeah.
We don't be drinking like that. So when it is Sunday, I take full advantage of my Sunday.
Yeah.
Off top.
Especially if we're trying to live healthy lifestyles and I just want everybody to
I feel like
acknowledge the Kountess's neck bones. I just want everyone to acknowledge them and appreciate them and understand that it is because of these types of decisions and being disciplined and waiting delayed gratification.
Yes.
Where, bitch, come on now. Kountess over here just like, girl, let me show off this collarbone real fast. Okay?
Got a neck, bitch.
I can't.
I got a neck. No, but like seriously though, it just I don't know if I talked about it on the show before, but I've definitely talked about it before where intermittent fasting has helped out a lot. Because that was the whole thing about diets and restrictions.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what to eat, but you can tell me what time to eat. Okay. What time is fine. If I eat between noon and 6, that's it. Because honestly, you're at work most of the time. And you really either forget to eat or you're rushing through your eating, right? So I also started making, like, I call them my adult Lunchables. So I just buy like little small items and pack, get one of those sectioned off containers and just put different shit in there and just eat on that all day.
Yep. I have gotten back into my Brussels sprout, sweet potato, and shrimp steak combo back and forth. You know, not every day do you want to eat it, but when you do and you make it right, that's all that be mattering. You
Big protein.
You need good days, more good days than bad days. That's it. That's all. And that's why, you know, we can act up a little bit on Sunday because we're being good on the weekdays.
And that's what it's about. Because once you start restricting yourself from something, it's not gonna make you want it more. And now you fucking up.
Yep. Now you're just overindulging.
Just doing.
Not giving a goddamn. I think I just wanted to say really quickly before we get off of here, you know, water your own grass, y'all. I think it's very easy to get caught up in the neighbor's landscape and, you know, look at their property value and be like, well, you know, they got a fence and, you know, they got a waterfall and a fountain. You know what I mean? It's easy to be looking over there and just being like, wow, like they've succeeded in a lot of ways. But you don't know the work that people have put in, the money people have put in, the time, the sacrifice. And that's why it's just important to then focus on what you need to do in your yard and in your garden and the weeds that you need to be tending to, and you know, just making sure that you focusing on what you need to be doing. I think that's really for me a work for my own self, because I think for me, so I'm human. I get caught up in looking at other people's success and comparing it to my own, which is not smart. It's not, you know, you hurt yourself. It is. It's very human. We are a visually stimulated people. It's natural to compare, right? But it's important that you don't, and that your walk is your walk, and that you don't waste time, right, looking at other people's shit, because someone's looking at yours while you're over here not even giving a fuck about your yard and your garden and all the fruit that you've been producing. There are people out there that actually would trade places with your yard in a hot beat of a second. So I just want to say, you guys, give yourself your flowers in this time. You know, as we move along, whatever you accomplish, big, small, they're little seeds of success. And that's all you got to do is just plant the small seeds of success, tend to your garden, tend to your yard, and appreciate the flowers and the fruit that it bears. So
was there anything that brought that speech about?
Well, I had gotten a wine order placed this weekend from someone who's been a follower for a while now, and I was just really grateful in that moment, because it's like, you know, with everything going on in the wine business, and I mean in general, right, with the economy, like things in the world are crazy.
Tariffs.
People are scared. Like there's just, you know, so much going on.
I never want to hear that word again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ever in my life.
Yeah, I'm over it. It's definitely one of those buzzwords at this point where it's just like, right. But I was just really grateful that this person, and how I met this person, it was such a random situation, and they've just continued to support, and I was just really grateful for that, and thinking about, you know, I waste a lot of time not, again, being appreciative of just how far I've come, and the seeds that I planted so long ago. But just continuing to have that mindset and be positive and do that, because with everything that's going on, it's hard to stay positive. Sometimes you, like I said, you look at your garden, you're just like, bitch, everything's dead. It's dead. It's nothing. But that's not true. That's, you know, a trick in your mind. And once you start really, again, removing the weeds,
Yes.
clearing out the little dust and the twigs and all that shit, you start to see something really beautiful. And I just wanted to make sure I shared that this week.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm with that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really have any parting words for you guys this week. Excuse me. I'm just, starting some new stuff.
Mhm.
I'm excited. We're stepping in the right direction.
Yes.
With everything and just prosperity. That's what I hope for you guys for this week and for the rest of this year and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Prosperity. The things that you didn't think that were going to happen are going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
As she mentioned, it's about, the intention also that you set out with what you're doing. And as long as you are real about that intention, it will come. The money will come, the notoriety, all that stuff. That hit, tweet, viral moment, whatever the fuck it is you're waiting on.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah.
So,
For sure. Thanks, friend. Well, I had a blast. 10 out of 10 for me, baby.
All across the board.
10 out of 10.
The sauce, the beans, the coleslaw, the cake, brownie, all of it, everything. This wine was everything.
I love you, JackStack. You guys have probably top meat, barbecue meat
That's what she
in the city.
Top meat.
Top barbecue meat in the city, JackStack. A couple of y'all need to work on it. Okay?
True. So honorable mention to Gates.
Yes.
Honorable mention to Slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Honorable mention to Big T's.
Yes, honey.
Okay.
In the hood.
Okay.
All right. In the city.
Okay.
Yes. Make sure y'all check out Gates, Big T, Slaps.
JackStack, of course.
Yeah, and JackStack.
Yes.
So those are our selections for Kansas City. If you ever come down and you want some good barbecue,
with or without sauce.
Because
with or without sauce.
It can happen either way.
The sauce will take it up, but without sauce, because I was eating this rib without no sauce.
That is the foundation. You have to, that is where you start. Okay. If you want to take it up, fine.
Okay. Right.
But starts out at the meat. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. We will be back next week. We have a little Pinot Noir next week.
Ooh.
Yes. More red wine.
I know where we're going with that, but yeah.
More red wines. It's, getting hot outside, y'all. So,
okay, we'll figure something out.
Get you some wine. Please like, subscribe. If you have any wine pairing suggestions, if you've had JackStack or Gates, whatever, put your, shout out in the comments, whatever the case may be. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
And I'm Kiki, the Countess of Kabernet.
And together we are
Wines and Chocolates.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Oh, yeah.
Bye. Bye.